The night sky was quiet above Earth, but far in space, something strange had started. On the edge of the solar system, a signal was moving through the dark. It was not human. It was not natural. It was a warning. On Earth, inside the Global Space Research Center, Commander Rayner stood in front of a large screen. Her face was calm, but her eyes were sharp. She had seen many strange things in space, but this signal was different. It repeated the same message again and again in a strange alien language. The team had translated only one part: stay out of the war. Nobody knew which war it was talking about. There was no war in space, not one that Earth knew about. And no one had ever sent a message like this before. Rayner had a feeling that this was not just a warning. It felt like a threat. The signal came from a small moon outside Neptune's orbit. It was cold, empty, and quiet. But now, it was calling to Earth. The Council quickly chose Commander Rayner to lead a team and check it out. She chose her crew carefully. Only the best. Pilot Marks, who had flown through asteroid storms. Dr. Liana, a smart mind in alien science. And Tech Officer Juno, who could understand machines faster than anyone. Their ship, the Helios Storm, left Earth quietly, without media or news. This mission was secret. The world didn't need to panic, not yet. After 8 days of travel, they reached the moon. It looked dead. But as they landed, they saw the truth. Pieces of ships were everywhere. Some were crushed, some burned. None of them were human. Rayner stepped out in her suit and walked across the cold ground. She touched a broken piece of metal. It was glowing a little, as if it still held power. There had been a fight here. A big one. Dr. Liana scanned the area and found something shocking. The ships belonged to two different alien races. One side used energy weapons. The other side had sharp, strange metal claws. There had been no winner. Both sides had lost. All ships were dead. Juno found a black box inside one of the ships. It was broken but not useless. She worked for hours while the team searched the area. Finally, a part of the alien message played through her small speaker. The humans must not join. Their growth is dangerous. Their mind is chaos. Rayner listened again and again. It was not a warning to protect humans. It was a warning about humans. These aliens had been talking about Earth, and they had been afraid. Rayner looked at the others. They think we are dangerous, she said. They were planning something, and they didn't want us involved. Suddenly, the ship's alarm beeped. A new signal was coming. Fast. Something was approaching. Not just one ship. Many. They were not human. Juno shouted, "They found us." The team rushed back to the Helios Storm and took off. Behind them, strange ships broke through space clouds. They didn't shoot, but they followed. The crew didn't wait. They moved fast, using hidden paths and speed boosts. After hours of running, they finally lost them near Saturn. Rayner sat in her chair, thinking deeply. This was not just about a message. Someone was watching Earth. Someone saw humans as a future enemy. She sent a short report back to Earth. Alien conflict near outer moon. Human warning in message. Possible threat. Request permission to prepare defense. Back on Earth, the leaders read the report and went quiet. Some wanted to ignore it. Others were afraid. But Rayner knew better. She had seen the broken ships. She had heard the fear in the alien voice. Something was happening in space, and Earth was in the middle of it, whether they wanted to be or not. The signal had been clear. The warning had meaning. And now, the question was simple. What did the aliens fear so much about humans? In the silence of space, near a cold moon filled with the remains of war, a quiet answer seemed to whisper back. They thought humans were weak, but they have no idea what's coming. You said, 2 weeks after the Helios Storm returned to Earth, the skies were still quiet. But the people at the Global Space Research Center were not. Commander Rayner's report had shaken the top leaders. For years, Earth believed it was alone or too small to be noticed. Now they knew someone was watching them. And worse, that someone thought humans were a threat. But nobody expected what would happen next. A large alien ship suddenly appeared near Earth's orbit. It did not come through any gate. It just arrived, fast and silent. Earth's satellites picked it up within seconds. It was not like the broken ships they had seen before. This one was perfect, clean, and dark like a shadow. The ship sent a calm message in smooth English. "We come in peace. We only wish to talk." The world leaders were nervous but agreed to open contact. A smaller alien craft landed quietly in a locked zone outside the city. Cameras showed a tall, thin alien with silver skin and no face, only a smooth mask. It called itself Varnock. It said it spoke for the Council of Order, a group of advanced species working for peace in the galaxy. Varnock met with Earth's leaders and told them lies. There was a small conflict between two distant groups. It is nothing to worry about. The signal you found was old. The war is over. Raina listened quietly. She didn't trust him. Something about Varnock felt wrong. His voice was calm but cold. His eyes, if he had any, never blinked. He said Earth should stay quiet and grow slowly. "You are not ready for the stars," he said. "You must not reach beyond your system." It sounded like advice, but Raina heard the threat behind the words. Then it happened. While the talks continued on Earth, a space station above Mars went dark. No signal, no light. The station had over 100 scientists and officers. A second station sent a message. "We're under attack." Unseen ships, and then silence. Panic spread quickly. Earth tried to contact Varnock, but he was already gone. His ship had vanished just like it came. Raina stood with the other officers as the news came in. Both stations were destroyed. No survivors. The leaders of Earth met again. Some wanted peace. Some wanted to hide. But Raina stood and spoke clearly. This was not a warning. It was an attack. They think we are weak. They think they can scare us. Her words echoed in the room. People listened. She asked for permission to lead a defense program. Earth had to prepare, not for peace, but for war. The program was called Project Iron Shield. It was hidden from the public. Raina began to build a team of engineers, scientists, and soldiers. They started to build new ships, stronger weapons, and better systems. They worked day and night in deep underground labs and far-off space yards. Dr. Liana studied the alien tech they brought back from the moon. Juno worked on turning it into weapons. Pilot Marks trained new recruits in secret flight schools. One night, while checking a deep scan of space, Juno found something shocking. A large alien fleet was gathering behind Jupiter's shadow. They were not moving yet. They were waiting. For what? No one knew. But it was clear. They were not done. They wanted to hit Earth hard and fast. Raina knew the truth now. The aliens were afraid. Not because humans were dangerous now, but because they would be in the future. This attack was not fear. It was control. Raina looked out at the night sky from her ship. The stars looked the same, but she knew better. War was coming. Not tomorrow, not next year, but soon. And when it came, the aliens would learn one thing. They picked the wrong species to fight. Earth went quiet. No signals were sent into space. No ships left orbit. No answers were given to any alien calls. To the outside world, it looked like Earth had given up. But this silence was a trick. It was not weakness. It was planning. Raina and her team were building something big, something the galaxy had never seen. Deep underground, in secret labs, Earth's best minds worked day and night. The old systems were not enough. They needed better weapons, stronger armor, faster ships. Dr. Liana had found a way to turn alien tech into power cores. These cores could run ships 5 times faster than anything Earth had before. Juno used that energy to build shields and smart drones. She was quiet but fast, moving from one screen to another, like her hands already knew the answers. Marx trained a new kind of pilot, fast, calm, and fearless. These were not just soldiers. They were defenders of a planet preparing for war. Rayner called the plan Project Ghost Flame. It would build 3 powerful warships with invisible drive tech. These ships could disappear from radar and move between planets without being seen. No one outside the program knew about them. Not even Earth's government. The fewer people who knew, the safer the plan was. Meanwhile, spy drones were sent to watch the alien fleet near Jupiter. The images were clear now. Over 40 alien ships, all armed and ready. Their guns pointed toward Earth. But they were not moving yet. It felt like they were waiting for someone to give the order. Rayner didn't know how much time they had left. Maybe weeks, maybe days. One night, while checking the drone feed, Rayner saw something strange. A smaller alien ship broke away from the fleet. It moved fast, toward Mars. Then it turned, heading straight for Earth. It didn't send any message. It didn't stop. Rayner gave the order. Do not shoot. Let's see what they want. The alien ship entered Earth's orbit and sent a short signal. Surrender now, or be removed. That was it. No name, no voice, just cold words. The world leaders met in secret. Some still wanted to talk. But Rayner stood up again. We don't need to answer. We need to act. The council looked at her. What do you suggest? She looked each of them in the eye. We hit them first. The plan was dangerous, risky, but it was the only way. Rayner would take one of the new Ghost Flame ships and strike the alien fleet before they moved. If she could destroy even one of their command ships, the rest might fall back. It was bold. It was crazy. But it was human. 3 days later, the Phantom Blade, Earth's first invisible warship, left the secret base. It moved through space like a shadow. No signals, no sound, just purpose. Rayner stood at the front, her crew behind her. No one spoke much. They all knew what they were risking. As they passed Mars, they saw pieces of the destroyed station still floating in silence. It reminded them why they were fighting. Not for power, not for pride, but to survive. To protect the only home humans had. When the alien fleet came into view, everyone held their breath. The ships looked massive, covered in sharp black plates and red glowing engines. Rayner pointed to the biggest one in the center. That's their leader. We take it down, and we send a message. The ship moved closer, still unseen. Inside the alien ship, no alarms went off. They had no idea death was already near. Rayner gave the final order. Fire. What happened next would be remembered in human history forever. The first shot came fast and silent. A bright blue beam shot out from the Phantom Blade and cut through the alien command ship like it was paper. For a second, the alien fleet didn't move. It was like they couldn't believe what just happened. Then, chaos began. Explosions lit up the black sky as parts of the alien ship broke apart and floated in space. Smaller enemy ships started turning in circles, trying to find out where the attack had come from. But they saw nothing. The Phantom Blade was still invisible. Inside the ship, Rayner gave calm orders. Hit their engines. Don't let them escape. The crew moved like they were one body. They had trained for this. The second shot hit another alien ship in the side. It tried to run but exploded before it could reach safety. The alien fleet finally reacted. Ships fired their red weapons in every direction. They were scared. They didn't know who was attacking or from where. Some began to retreat. Others stayed and fired wildly. Earth's plan had worked. Back on Earth, the secret command center watched the battle through drones. Cheers broke out as the command ship exploded. For the first time, humanity had hit back. And it had worked. Earth was not weak. Earth was not afraid. The message was clear now. The Phantom Blade kept moving, firing, turning, disappearing again and again. The aliens couldn't keep up. Their systems were too slow. Their tracking tech was no match for Juno's designs. Every time the humans attacked, the aliens lost another ship. But then something changed. A larger alien ship, hidden behind a moon, started moving. It was huge, twice the size of the others. Its shape was different too. More round, more armored, and covered in glowing symbols. Dr. Lyanna stared at it through the ship's scans. "That's not just a battleship," she said. "That's a control center." Raina didn't wait. "We take it out now." The ship charged forward, engines burning hot. The alien ship saw it too late. It fired heavy weapons, shaking space with energy. The phantom blade dodged, rolled, and fired back. A blue torpedo hit the control ship, but its shields held strong. Sparks flew across the control room. Juno shouted, "Shields at 60%. "Keep going," Raina ordered. "We don't stop now." The battle turned brutal. Both ships exchanged blow after blow. Inside the phantom blade, lights flickered and smoke filled the hallways. But the crew didn't stop. They knew what was at stake. Earth's future was in their hands. Finally, after one last direct hit from the humans, the alien control ship cracked open. A fireball tore through its center, and the ship broke apart into 3 large pieces. The alien fleet, watching from a distance, stopped firing. Their leader was gone. Their most powerful ship was destroyed. One by one, they turned and began to run. Earth had won the first real space battle in its history. Raina sat back in her chair, her face covered in sweat. But she smiled. The mission was complete. The phantom blade had taken damage, but it could still fly. Behind them, the wreckage of alien ships floated like broken bones in space. Raina sent a short message to Earth. "Target destroyed. Enemy retreating. Mission success." Back at home, the news could no longer be hidden. The world learned the truth. The aliens had attacked first, and humans had fought back and won. People cheered in the streets. Some cried. For the first time, they didn't feel small. They felt strong. The whole galaxy had been watching Earth, waiting to see what humans would do. Now they knew. Earth was not easy to scare, and if someone came again, they would be ready. The wreckage of the alien fleet drifted quietly in space. Pieces of metal, broken ships, and the burned shell of the control center floated near Jupiter, like dead memories. The phantom blade moved slowly through the debris, scanning for any last signs of danger. Inside, the crew was tired but focused. They had won the battle, but they knew the war was not over yet. Raina stood by the main window, looking out at the stars. Her hands were steady, her face calm. But her mind was full of questions. Who had sent the fleet? Why did they want Earth to stay weak? What did they fear so much? Dr. Lyanna stepped beside her. "They didn't expect us to fight like this," she said quietly. Raina nodded. "They thought we would run, but we didn't." Back on Earth, people celebrated the victory. For the first time, humans felt united. All countries, all borders, all differences forgotten for now. The world had faced something far bigger than itself and had survived. A new defense program was created, with Raina as its head. It was called Project Sentinel. Its mission was to prepare Earth for what might come next, because everyone knew this attack would not be the last. Juno led a team to study the alien tech left behind. She found strange codes and hidden data inside the enemy systems. After days of decoding, she made a discovery. The alien fleet had not acted alone. They were following orders from something bigger, something hidden deep in the galaxy. It was called the Core Alliance, a secret group of powerful alien civilizations, and Earth had just made its name known to them. Raina gathered her team. "They know us now," she said. "They thought we were nothing, but now we're something they have to deal with. We can't hide anymore." Dr. Lyanna added, "If they return, they'll come with stronger ships, smarter plans. We need to be ready." So the building began. More ships, more bases, new defenses in space and on the ground. Earth started building alliances too. A few friendly alien species, watching from the shadows, sent quiet signals of support. Not all of the galaxy was against humans. Some were impressed, some were curious, some were afraid. Rayna welcomed the friendly ones carefully, with one rule: no lies. Months passed. The Phantom Blade returned home and was placed in a special museum. Still battle-scarred, still proud. People came from all over the world to see the ship that changed everything. Children pointed at it with wide eyes. Elders told stories. And in the center of the ship, under a glass case, was Rayna's final battle message. We do not bow. We do not break. We are human. One night, far away from Earth, deep in the galaxy, a meeting took place. Members of the core alliance sat around a black table of light. One of them said, "We warned them. We gave them time. Now they've chosen war." Another asked, "Do we crush them now?" The leader shook his head slowly. "Not yet. Let them grow. Let them think they've won. But watch them, because when we strike again, it will be final." Back on Earth, Rayna looked up at the stars. She didn't know when the next wave would come, or how strong it would be, but she wasn't afraid. She smiled. "They thought we were weak," she whispered. "Now they know the truth." And high above, in the silence of space, the stars seemed to whisper back.